Hey y'all, so just got done with today's workout. We've got 5 rounds for intensity and technique. We're going to throw a 30-minute time cap on this one, so it's a long one. And I think even with that 30-minute time cap, a lot of people are going to bump up against this thing. So, like always, any scaling or variations you can do at home, I'll throw it up on the description of this video and on the workout blog, so check those out if you got any questions. But what we've got is 8 left arm kettlebell or dumbbell hang clean and jerks. So we're going to go just from the hang position. With the kettlebell or dumbbell, you can put it in between your legs. With the dumbbell, sometimes people like to go on the outside of the leg. Either one is completely fine. Clean and jerk. So we're just going to jump it up to your front rack position, however you want to hold that. And then we're going to jerk it up overhead and stand up with it. So 8 all on one arm, going back to the hang every time, so you don't have to go all the way to the ground. Clean and jerks. Then after the 8th, just keep it up there. You're going to do 8 lunges. Alternate legs as you go, so that's going to be 4 each leg. Then you're going to switch arms. You're going to go 8 right arm hang, clean and jerks. You're going to do 8 right arm overhead lunges, and then you're going to run 400 meters. The dumbbell or kettlebell you should be using is 70-53, and there's really pros and cons for using a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and this is kind of why if you can only get one thing, we recommend you get dumbbells over a kettlebell, because kettlebells are great, but they get kind of awkward, and you'll kind of see me struggle with the awkwardness of the kettlebell in the demo video here, and then I'll have a little bit of tips for you on this stuff too. But anyway, with the kettlebell, you have that extra element of needing to get that kettlebell to work from holding it to flipping around your arm. So you'll see in the video here, I've got these long black sweatbands. They actually have plastic down the middle, and that helps me from them smacking my arm. So I can do it without it, but every now and then, especially when we're going hard in a workout, getting tired, just one sloppy rep can kind of hit you pretty hard. With the dumbbells, you don't have to worry about that stuff. So as you're getting into the swing of things, I highly recommend a dumbbell to start out. Then as you get more advanced and want to start messing around with the kettlebell technique and stuff, kettlebells are great. Kettlebells also have the added benefit of Russian swings, American swings, and they're much easier to use in that way, where the dumbbells get real awkward. So pros and cons to both of these things, but if you are using that kettlebell today, then we're going to be looking for you to use that technique of grabbing the inside corner and working on flipping around when that kettlebell is going 0. Either way, kettlebell or dumbbell, the key is going to be to try and get that weight on your shoulder, so when you drive up for the jerk, you're driving with your legs and you're not having to hold it. You'll see me on a lot of reps kind of miss my shoulder a little bit and reset before I jerk. It's more important to get that kettlebell or dumbbell set in the right spot than it is to try and go into from a goofy position. So kind of the lesson I learned the hard way is I always like to go, even though we say left arm, right arm, you can switch these up. Both need to be the same arm before you move on to the other arm, but if you want to go right arm first, that's fine. But I always like to go my weak arm first, so when I'm more tired, I've got my stronger arm. But the mistake I made here is I did my weaker arm first and kind of struggled through the first one. And then when I went to my strong arm, I was able to figure out the technique much, much better. So I learned how to kind of flip it straight to my shoulder and drive it up, where if I would have done the right arm first in the very first round, I would have probably been able to figure that technique out on the left arm. It would have made those first ones a lot easier. But anyway, it's no big deal. But if I were to go back, I would have gone right arm here, left arm, and then I'd switch it to go left arm, right arm for the rest of the rounds. We're looking at like 4-5-minute rounds on each of these things. Like we said, the time cap's at 30 minutes, so that would be 6-minute rounds. So that 4 to 6 minute mark is probably what we're looking at. We can scale the runs if we need to, but really there's not a lot of strategy to this one. This should be a weight that we can go unbroken on the clean and jerks, and then on that last one, just hold it up and do the lunges. I was putting it down in between the two, giving it some breath so I could go to the next one. If you are going to break these up, you probably want to go 7 clean and jerks, put it down to rest so you can pick it up and do your 8th, and then leave it overhead to do your overhead lunges. So those would kind of be the strategies, but I think most people should be trying to go unbroken on everything. So then it's just kind of run smooth. You'll kind of get a feel for what everything feels like, feel for how it feels. Anyway, kind of in round 2 here, kind of gives you a good idea. And round 3 is really where it was just like what round am I on? And I had to just battle with just one thing at a time, but that's pretty typical for these 20 to 30 minute workouts. Anyway, in your warm-up, make sure you practice this technique so you're not just learning it on the fly. It's all about getting the dumbbell, head of the dumbbell or the kettlebell sitting on your shoulder, and then just making sure you're real aggressive with the arm overhead as we're doing our lunges. Run smooth. Enjoy this one. Talk to y'all soon.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.